Sports betting brother, and they bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd. I'm a sports betting market analyst with Oddsjam.com. We teach you how to bet like a pro. Today I'm talking about all the tools, all the resources at Oddsjam. I want to do a quick kind of a orientation and a tutorial, I guess, to go over these tools so that you understand what's out there and available if you haven't signed up for Oddsjam already. Speaking of which, if you want to get signed up, use Boyd20, B-O-Y-D 20. It's going to save you 20% off the first 2 months. And again, what a better time to do it when you have hockey, basketball, college football, everything's going on. So get involved and use that. I will pause the video, or you can pause the video so you can scan the QR code, which I'll put here. Use that QR code again to get signed up quickly with your phone and get rolling. And then again, these tools are going to help you make positive EV bets, mathematically data-driven, good stuff. So let's take a look. All right, guys, here we go. We're talking about betting tools today, and betting tools at Oddsjam are very robust. There's a lot of them, and over here on the left-hand side, you'll find most all of them. So you see tools here to talk to you about everything and anything you might need to calculate and find information. And I'm going to do a quick overview, just kind of going through these. So again, you have an orientation of getting quickly through the site to find what you're looking for. Now, one of the first stops has got to be the positive EV page, guys. I know I harp on this all the time, but this is a place you're going to go. You can put in your settings for the various sports books, the various filters. You can use this play button just to hit play, and it'll continuously feed you the data, the information. And so again, this is one that I like right here. I put it in under 15 on market width, or right at 20 actually. So I like this. I like them under 15. So when I see this, I get crazy, kind of excited. And this is a bet going up against Pinnacle. You can hit on this and expand the data to look at the markets in a little bit more in depth, and just see, is this a market outlier? Kind of what's going on here? You know, why is this opportunity there? What's going on with the rest of the sports book? So this tool here is outstanding relative to the vastness, the creativity of it, the robust abilities to bring in information. You can set up your parameters and put in your settings. You can do the sports book specifically to your needs. So it's all right here, and if you just spent time on this tool alone, it's worth its weight in gold. There is so much more here, so many more areas to cover. I need to get going, so let's take a look. All right, guys, one of the next tools we're going to take a look at here is the arbitrage page. The arbitrage page is where a lot of people make a lot of money using this particular tool, because what it does is it's going to show you the percent edge, the bets, the bet locations, the sports books, everything you need to know, and set this up again in your settings so you can have different parameters. If you want to just try to find things that are above, say, 3% or 2.5%, whatever the case. And so these are going to stand out and be available for you continuously and all the time. Now, I'm going to skip on to the odds screen. This is the odds screen that Oddsjam has, and it's going to open up. Okay, and I use the odds screen on a constant daily basis. You can actually look back and check out some historical data here on the left-hand side. So this is actually yesterday's action. You can go up here and change the date and get today's action, which is really a cool thing, because you can kind of check and do your homework on some of your tracking to see where maybe some of the bets you would have or could have put in with the various sports books. Just doing your homework. You're doing your due diligence, and you're using this tool. Jumping over to the next day here, and I'm going to download some of today's information. But this is a tool you can use to identify and find positive EV bets. And the positive EV page is going to have a lot of it. But what it's nice to see here is the expansiveness of the data relative to the point spreads, the markets, the totals, everything you need to know with the Oddsjam. Perfect line here, the average odds, and then, of course, best odds, giving you the information right here. What you'll see many, many times is this lighting up like a Christmas tree. It's red and green, and the red is giving you indications of a particular direction the line's going, just like we can see at different times of the day, especially you can see right here, little red popped up. Different times of the day, right before the games are getting ready to start. That's very, very common to see things go bananas right before tip-off or right before kickoff and things like that. So here you can see a little pricing adjustment. It gives you the real-time information. So this is saying it was +6 minus 110. Now it's +6 minus 115. If you watch it all day, it gradually goes. You're going to see some of these lines explode across the board as well. But again, just watching this and monitoring this will help you really identify and find a lot of value. All right, the next tool I want to cover is the bet tracker. Now, the bet tracker is amazing. You really, really need to make sure you use this, because it's going to help you keep track of all the data, all information relative to your bets that you've had. So if you take a look here, you can see the to date monthly positive, negative feedback relative to your profits and losses. You can scroll on down here and see a lot more information relative to the bet types, the bet sports books, the profits over time, your CLV per sports book. You can identify which sports book you're doing pretty well at, which one maybe you have some work to do. It's going to give you so much information to help you understand. Here again, that thing's working, right? These normal bets are ones that maybe I identified or picked off at the odds screen. Or the arbitrage page. Maybe I picked off a bet from the arbitrage page. Did pretty good in baseball, so that was nice to see, and getting things going in football and basketball, obviously, right now. But again, this is going to give you all the data that you need to help yourself sort of figure out where your strengths and weaknesses are, where you have some opportunities, and this is crazy if you don't use it. It's absolutely crazy if you don't use the bet tracker. You have the sweat station. It's going to give you the games you have coming up, kind of keeps track of everything you have coming up. And as you can see here, you'll see all the upcoming bets, the losers, the winners, and it keeps track of it for you on your phone, keeps track of all your deposits and withdrawals. Everything is right here, and you're crazy if you don't use it. So under the More Tools page, this is really helpful when you're identifying situations where you want to build a parlay. This tool is pretty cool. It is something if you have a specific sports book, maybe you have a same game parlay that you want to put together. You can do that with this tool. So again, you would go in here, you pick out the sports book that you wanted to get information from. And let's say you wanted to go into Bet365, and let's say you wanted to let's just say you wanted to find the best value for what's going on today, to put together a promo. Maybe you can set this at different parameters, and then it's going to have you put together your number of picks, all the different information you can put as far as profit boost. Huge tool. You can take this down to a different number of legs in these if you want to. So if you want to up this or down this bar, you certainly can. But setting in all your parameters is going to help you use that tool big time. The low hold page is really an unsung kind of hidden secret. The low hold page, guys, you can find a lot of value in here relative to bets that, again, are opportunities, especially when you're going up against some of the market-making sports books. So again, if you go in here and look at the pricing, and if you have a sharp market-making sports book having some pricing issues going up against a public book per se, or more of a retail book, you can get some good data from this low hold page and seeing where they're at and where maybe some value is. Boom, there you go, right? No brainer. So this over 6 in the Golden Knights Montreal game would be one to consider. Definitely dig a little deeper. We're going to keep on trucking. There is just so much here that I'm trying to do a quick overview and just really do a flyby. This has been huge. The sports page, what I can do is go in and identify real quick maybe a game I'm looking for, and I'll show you here. You can just, again, decide if you want to look at maybe the Bears-Lions game. You tap on this. It's going to open up all the markets, all the player prop markets, all the mainline markets. All the details you need are right here. It's going to open up and show you all the sports books you have going on. And it really is, I use this sort of like an options page where you can go in here and you can get the various alternative lines, the derivatives, and find value in here. So you can use this as a tool to hunt. You can really use this as a great tool to go into a specific game if you want to. So that's huge. Calculators. This is probably unsung just because people don't use this as much, or probably as much as they think they will. But let's say that you wanted to go in and figure out some of the different scenarios. You can go on all these tools and use it, whether it's a parlay calculator, whether it's a half point calculator, to figure out the value. Is that extra half a point worth it? That tells you the different sports, the value of each one of these. So this is so robust and has so many different things. I would highly encourage you just to get used to it, kind of just cruise through it. The one I haven't even touched on yet is the Fantasy Optimizer. If you're doing a lot of DFS type games, this is one you can certainly use to identify value at all of these different platforms. So that's something to consider. Here we go. You have the some edges here in the different markets that you might want to put together per sport, per stat, per platform, et cetera, et cetera. So I know this tool is done really, really well for a lot of people to help them find the value. So again, I'm really trying to go fast and go quick only because there's so much here. But I think at the end of the day, you kind of get what I'm talking about with all the value. All right, guys, there you go. I know this video was really fast, but I think the point of this is I'm trying to explain and show that there's a lot of tools, a lot of information, and really I think focusing in on a few of them is going to be really helpful because there's so much there. And so again, positive EV page, all the rest of them branch off of that. You can access a ton of information education-wise. There's so much more to it. So again, the point of it is lots there, lots of value. And again, make sure you get signed up as soon as possible to use all the different betting tools to use in the sports coming here in the fall and the wintertime. So, all right, if you have any questions, leave them down below. And as always, let's go make some mathematical money.